Rise is brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.
Welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
I'm Paul Lopez.
And I'm April Martinez. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. And
What the Friday?
It's a beautiful Friday morning here in the old capital. And I have to say, I'm really looking forward to seeing you two every Friday.
Yeah, it's the same for me. I think we have some very robust conversations on this set on Friday mornings, and we also have the opportunity to hear from our listeners and our viewers, so that's great.
Yeah. Well, we do have some conversations to look forward to this morning. A fun Friday, or What the Friday edition, starting off with introducing Southside Peace and Love Concert. Also, raising a toast to legendary nights with Lighthouse, and the hosts will be testing our knowledge on Finish the lyrics.
Yeah, that's
so just
nice
the way
one.
that is written, I have an idea. It might be some Belizean songs.
I definitely not think I'll be able to do that. But yes, it is definitely Friday. It's a fun Friday. It's What the Friday. But before you leave your doors this morning, we want you to think about these 5 things, maybe have this discussion. Of course, we're going to be having these discussions here on set. First up, should the government create more affordable housing options to prevent squatting? Should the government ban passengers on motorcycles to fight crimes? What do you know about the Semi-Autonomous Revenue Authority, aka the SARA? And court orders 300,000 payout in elderly inmates' death. And lastly, the Port Loyola's polyclinic remains closed after mold contamination. And of course, if you have any thoughts or opinions on any of these 5 topics, please call us on our line. That's 280-0016. Once again, that's 280-0016. We really want to hear from you. But guys, good morning.
Good morning again. Well, I do know that there are various topics here that may be of interest to you guys calling in. So please, as April just listed them, you can call and discuss either one of them that we just mentioned. But perhaps we could begin with that squatter story that certainly made headlines last night. Paul, you were able to go out and cover a land clinic in the Belama Phase 5 area. And, you know, I think this is one of those efforts from the ministry that is very commendable. People deserve land. But with that, I think we often find those challenges where persons trying to acquire land for the first time discover that someone else might be on it.
Yeah.
And not necessarily legally. And so that has been the conversation that we are now trying to have, where squatters' rights are concerned, and of course, what are measures that the government can put in place to essentially prevent this from taking place?
Well,
because it's a lot more common than we even realize, it seems.
Well, Paul and I, we were kind of having a small chit chat about it this morning before we came on. And, you know, it's just important for our viewers to note that we don't have squatting rights here.
And that's why I said squatters' rights in quotation.
We don't recognize squatters' rights in Belize. Squatting is 100% illegal here in the country. And just this, you know, basic Google internet search, it says, while it is the responsibility of landowners to remove squatters, the Belizean government has emphasized that squatting on private or national land is an offense. To claim ownership through adverse possession, which is sometimes confused with squatters' rights. One must prove to the Supreme Court a continuous and uninterrupted possession of the land for at least 30 years on national or unconveyed lands, or 12 years on registered or private lands.
So where did the squatters' rights idea come from then?
So I know that in places like the United States, and you do have other countries that do recognize squatters' rights. I believe in certain states you are able to, if you're squatting for 30 days or so, you get renters' rights automatically, but that's not across the board for all states in the United States. And so you do have other countries that recognize squatting, squatters' rights per se, but that doesn't work here in Belize. And because we do have a lot of land that is somewhat uncharted, places like Bilama Phase 5, that they're pushing more to create these plots and so forth for first-time landowners. The same thing happens in Belmopan as well.
Yeah.
You have like the JNW area, they're pushing a little bit more towards Cotton Tree. So as they're doing this, we're recognizing that people are on this land illegally.
Yeah.
I can safely say, as in my own experience, when I was first trying to find my land, my plot of land somewhere back Maya Mopan in JNW in Belmopan, I was really concerned that I could potentially find somebody there because I hadn't seen that plot for 10 years.
All right, well, we do have a
Yeah.
caller coming in. Caller, good morning. Oh, all right, so it's not a caller. We do want to remind you guys that the line is open.
Yes.
And that number is 280-0016.
Yes.
And I want to go back to what I was saying, April, because that's why I essentially said squatters' rights.
Yeah.
Because people here in Belize tend to think that that's something that they can do. And it's not a Belize City issue either. It's across the country. I know, especially in rural parts of the country, it's very, very common because we tend to, see people migrate, move in the rural communities, and they feel like, they're not going to really bother me over here. And so if I find somewhere that it looks like it's not bothering anybody, I could call it my home.
Yeah.
What I also find, though, is that when we run into positions where we cover stories like this, we end up interviewing the person who's in the position of squatting, and they're like, look, I have nowhere else to go. I already built my house. It's either cement or wooden house, and now they're telling me I have to go.
Yeah.
What you expect me to do? If I had the ability, I'm going to pay for the land, or just tell me what to do and I want to pay for the land.
Yeah, I think
What do you say then?
I think that for this story, it was interesting to hear some of them that said they had tried to apply for land and nothing happened, or they were denied, or there are certain issues and so forth. And we know this to be true. We know that there has just been a severe corruption within the lands department and so forth for many, many years. So these land clinics have been a way to kind of convey that, but it's looking a little bit, it's turning out to be a lot more difficult, particularly in this situation.
Now,
While you were out there.
Yeah, I think that people are looking for stability. People are looking for a place to live, a place to call home. And I, for one, I just have to say right off the bat, personally don't condone squatting. Simply because I would have had to go through the proper channels to acquire a piece of land, versus having to, or versus being motivated to just, all right, well, we are Christopher Columbus, and I look over there and I see a piece of land we're unoccupied, put my flag there and I claim that. But this issue speaks to a level of desperation that people have in this day and age in terms of wanting to secure something for themselves, wanting to secure assets for their families, wanting to be able to build a roof over their heads for themselves and their families. And it's unfortunate that this is the route that many people have had to take to do that, but that is the reality. And what we're seeing in Belize City, especially in Bilama Phase 5, is nothing novel. When you think about the Crewman Lagoon area, when you think about that area of George Price highway just outside of Belize City. There's a I think that's a part of Crewman Lagoon, right? When you think about there's a lot of squatting issues there. When you think about
Gungulung area.
Right, the Gungulung area, that was another
that's just
huge
Belize
issue.
City.
Yeah, and this is where I'm focused on right now. In fact, I was made aware yesterday that before the construction of the Eleanor Hall began, that entire area had to be cleared out because there was a lot of squatting issues, and essentially the government of the day had to put their foot down and say, hey, you all can't be living on this land. You don't have the authority. This is national land already designated for this type of construction and this type of development.
Right.
So you'll have to find somewhere else to live. And then now you have Belama, and Belama has been basically a hotspot for squatting, if you would. So you look at it from the perspective of the squatter, and you're thinking, these are people that are desperately looking for a place to call home. These are also people that feel as if the system has failed, or that the system is inefficient to a great extent, to the point that they are unwilling to go through the process because of the time it takes. So the investments in terms of your time, the investments in terms of your energy, the investment in terms of your money. These are people that think the system isn't working in their favor, and so bypass the system and squat on a piece of property, right? However, the law is very clear, and because the law is very clear, they have a losing case. Because the law is very clear on squatting, the government in this case, and furthermore the property owner, if it is private property, has the authority to remove them. And in fact, to remove squatters without any sort of need to offer aid. It is at the expense of the squatter for them to be moved. But I'm the type of person that I also look at these sort of things from a humanitarian perspective, right? And I catch a lot of criticism for it, because I think that, yes, while what they're doing is illegal, I also wonder if it is moral or even ethical to just throw them out in the streets. You know, to just throw a squatter out in the streets. And I understand what you're doing is wrong, but at the end of the day, let's think about the investment that has been made. Let's think about the families who call these places home, who call this roof over their head a place to live and a place to stay.
Paul,
what happens there?
But you are a young person as well, and you're about to start your family. You also have intentions of building your home. Let's put the shoe on your foot. If you decided to go and purchase a piece of land, and then you found out that someone had been squatting on that land for the past 10 years, because those are the stories that you're hearing. They have been living on that piece of land for the past 10 years, saying that they, when they started building, they went and they tried to apply for the land before. They tried to apply for the land, but they were already settling on it. And so Paul comes around now. He has his wife Amber and his beautiful baby 7, and they're trying to really, set up a home for themselves in Belama Phase 5. And then you find out that Miss Jane and her family has been living there for 10 years.
Well, you're asking me what
what do you do? And that's the same question that I have for you guys as well.
But for
what do you do?
Because I recall when I was looking for my lot, and I told my dad, and Dad is watching, and he was in Belmopan, and I said to him, you need to come with me, because I don't know what I would do if somebody is there. Because when we got there, somebody was already clearing, somebody was already starting to see and perhaps put certain fencing around the area, already looking to sit on my land. And I said, I said I wouldn't have the heart. I know I wouldn't have the heart to confront. I wouldn't have the heart. What did the man, a single man with 6 picnic?
Right.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't have the heart to do it, and that's why I tell them.
So what would you do, Paul?
Yeah, so what would you do? Because I know I couldn't.
No, if I have a legal right to the land, then that discussion has to be had.
Yeah.
If I have a legal right to the land, like we saw the case with Deputy Mayor Elude Miller,
Exactly.
who through his attorney, he wrote to the squatter or the trespasser in the same Belama Phase 5, and he has the right to do that. If this is your land, if this is your piece of property, then you have to lay claim to it. You have to make that known, because if you don't,
And the
then
stories
the
you
issue
hear, though.
will prevail. But still, to my point of the humanitarian
And
aspect,
we get that.
there has to be some mechanism in place to look at the well-being of these individuals at the end of the day. And I'm sure there perhaps are organizations out there, if not individuals, I haven't heard, and in some cases area representatives, politicians, that try to relocate them.
That's
but
what I was gonna go into.
it can't be a one-size-fits-all or a clear-cut move, get off of the land. To me, move, get off of the land, and then what become of the people that might think?
I think the relocation,
No, I completely get you. I'm
it's-
empathetic with them as well, but I think to myself, if I don't own a piece of land and I'm not able to build my own home, what do? If you don't own a property and you're not able to build your home, what are you doing? You're renting. You do what you can until you get to that point where you can legally acquire property and start building on your own. And I'm not, look, we've been having the rent conversation all week, okay? Let's not go back there.
I live
But
with my parents.
You do
'cause I
things
can't
the
afford
right
it.
way.
You can't afford it, right? You have to be able to listen. All right, I'm glad that we're bringing up this topic, because I think we all agree it's an illegal thing. One, I think we all agree that we are young people, and as first-time landowners, homeowners, or whatever, you have rights. You need certain things to be fair. But let's be very honest about one thing. The system has never been fair. It has never been fair. Not even, none of us have ever fully and fairly benefited from a system here, right?
You're
So to
fair
my point about the relocation thing, I think it's noble. What I will say though, it's not even in certain ministers or governments based on the law. Based on the law, it is not even in their interest to relocate. The fact that they're saying we want to do this is already a noble quest from the government. However, based on what some of the interviews were saying, Paul, why am I going to relocate all the way to St. Matthews? Why am I going to relocate all the way here? If my job is here, if this is here, my life is here, I can't relocate. But then what do you say to the person who actually owns the land?
Yeah.
What are you going to say to them?
I think too, what we're finding ourselves in is a challenge, because there are examples of people who have squatted and been able to acquire the land over time after, whether it's through the government or finding a way to purchase it over time. And so there are examples where it actually worked. And so perhaps that's one of the reasons why we still find families and persons doing it over and over.
Yeah, so we just want to encourage our viewers to call in. So
we do have a caller.
Right
All right, good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
It's saddened me to listen to the situation yesterday, because I think that a lot of Belizeans are struggling day to day to make their ends meet. And when you go to the lands department, that takes a whole day and more to try to get one question or two questions answered.
Very true.
It's so frustrating. So how do you expect people, or the government expect people to make ends meet, and then go to land, spend the day there, while they could be working, trying to find food for that day? It's so frustrating for the people making the day-to-day paycheck. Now you go to land and you find these big people, big ministers, big business people, real estate people just walking in, going ahead of you, coming out with all these documents, everything set for them, while we are here sitting for hours in line trying to make one question or trying to get one question answered. That is so unfair.
Very good
And
point.
there's nothing that the government is doing to fix this problem.
What's your position on squatting?
It's hard because you have people who have tried to go to land for, let's say for years they've been trying to go to land to get a piece of land and it's not going. They go through the government when election time comes. They're there behind the minister. Yes, we'll give you, we'll give you. When election is over, they forget about them. So these people have to find somewhere where they think it's available. But if I am squatting on a land that's been there for years, sitting on a land that's for years and nobody has claimed it, and then you come behind and you get a property for that piece of land,
That title,
like
yeah.
last year, then don't I have some sort of right to that? Because I've been there for more than 10 years or
According to the
for
law,
a number of years.
According to the law, you don't.
But that's not fair. How can it be? Why would I not be given some sort of privilege or why can't I go to land department and say, okay, I've been sitting on this land, somebody claimed it now. How can I get a piece of land? Shouldn't we have something in our system that allows us to have some sort of right in that way?
I think we should, and I'm glad you brought it up. I know that a lot of Belizeans, they have land and then they leave, they move somewhere else and they still have the ownership to that land, and perhaps they return a few years later and they find that somebody is on their land.
Yeah.
Right? And so where do you cause an argument because you have not lived in Belize for so long and you have land, right? So you're right, there should be a conversation had when it comes to occupancy for so many years.
And I love
one of the other things that really upset me is watching these real estate people go into these land departments, sell acres and acres of our land, while some of us are just trying to ask for probably one plot of land, and it takes us years to get. How can the government not look into things like this? We're Belizeans, we deserve a piece of land, even if it's just a plot of land.
Well, I think, caller, to the government's defense, they might say, well, that's what we're trying to do with the land clinics. And so what they're finding themselves in now is that while they're trying to distribute these pieces of land, and the pieces of land that they're getting are a whole other conversation, because I saw someone in the comment section saying they give you land and no road access to the land. Man, at least push roads, no? And so that's another conversation, but they are trying to ensure that first-time landowners do acquire a piece of land. But when you do get that land...
Thank you for your call, caller.
All right, thank you, caller. We have another person coming in.
Okay.
All right, let's take that other call and then we can continue the conversation.
Yeah, it's a very important point. The caller is bringing up a bigger issue, which is the monster
of the lands department.
The Frankenstein.
All right, we have a caller coming in.
Department.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Oh, the Frankenstein.
Hi, good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Can you speak up a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah, go
Yes,
ahead.
go ahead.
I'm hearing you.
In regards to the land ownership, I think at this point it's not possible for everybody to own a piece of land in Belize, especially Belize City. So it might be, this is a suggestion, that government build apartment complexes and rent at social rate to individuals who wish to stay in Belize City for work. Because that was an argument that one of the people that you interviewed mentioned, that their job is here. This is where they want to stay. So perhaps the government can invest in apartment complexes and rent to these people, because not everyone who desires to own a piece of property in Belize City will be able to do so.
Yeah.
As it is, Belize City hardly has any land available, and squatting on a piece of land does not entitle that individual to own it after.
Yeah.
Like
That's
what you said, the law is clear on that.
Yeah.
So that's just a suggestion.
I like that
Yeah.
idea, Carla. I think that
Thank you.
the problem, though, with renting in urban spaces, Belmopan and Belize City, respectfully, is the cost of the rent. So while you are paying, I'm gonna just throw it out there, $1,000 for rent, right? You pay the same for a mortgage,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Well, thank you, caller, for
Yes.
your input there. If you have any other, we do have another caller coming in.
Yeah, it's very
This is a
good.
very hot topic.
But that's a very good point, and I
Yes.
like that suggestion.
I do.
I didn't even think about
No,
it.
it's apartment
low-income
renting is a-
housing in apartments, but like they say, high-rise structures.
Yeah.
We have this is one of the approaches that countries across the world have.
All right, we have
taken.
another caller coming in.
Good morning.
caller.
Good morning, Paul. Good morning, everybody.
Morning. Yes, go ahead.
The Independence Place here in Tower Hill, no? And we have been having that same issue when it comes to land, whereby if you don't vote for a certain party, well, you're not promised a piece of land. But my suggestion when it comes to the squatters would be that we have land for been sitting there for decades. And I think if they would have revised the Constitution to give a certain amount of years for the ownership of that property, for them to begin doing some sort of a building or some sort of a structure. If not, let's say, for example, if within 10 years you don't do anything with that piece of land, then it will be vacant to another person who perhaps would want to have a piece of land. You know, because we have had people who are sitting here for decades, and we in Tower Hill, we don't even have a land for cemetery. You know, and we have been fighting that case, and they keep telling us that the people who own the land, they can't give us piece of land because they own it.
But nothing is happening on the land. No development,
Nothing happens
no
on the land.
clearing, nothing.
Nothing.
And
So
yeah, go
I
ahead.
think they need to make a policy change for a certain year for them to do something with the land before it's taken back.
Because, Scholar, you're saying that you have people in the community that are in need of land, perhaps first-time landowners, but they have tried to resist going and just taking over the land and squatting.
That's right. That's right.
But you're reaching the point where perhaps maybe that's the only option?
That's the only option is take the land. You know, so but I agree with the folks that, especially you fall at the humanitarian aspect, you know.
Yeah.
As a government, you need to look to a plan B in case you need to remove a certain person from a land to take them to another place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good point,
All right,
caller.
caller.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. Yeah,
Thank
it's,
you.
so the caller raised a point, and I think it was raised by another caller as well. And you have to be real about how, at times, land and property is used as an incentive, as a carrot by political aspirants to get votes, right? I will not call no name. They can say call a name and our whistle, but it's a huge issue where you are favored to own a piece of property because of where you registered or who you vote for. So
All right,
this-
we have another caller coming in. Good morning,
morning.
caller.
Morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
Am I on air?
Yes,
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay. What? The conversation of the person just previously called. That person said that if the person is on the land so long and they don't do anything, then could take it. But they must be talking about his land, because if a person paid for his land, own it, paying his taxes current, nobody can go on the land and take it.
I agree
for
with
100
you,
years
Carl.
they have it and not do nothing to it. That's personal, private property.
I agree with
I-
you.
He pays
100%.
his taxes. You can't squat on that. Okay, what you say?
Yeah. So what do you
But the
think?
guy is telling me now you should do something to it because he's done it. You can't do nothing about that.
That's what I was also thinking, and I really struggle to keep that
Okay,
in.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank
All
you
right,
so
thank you
much,
so much.
caller. The conversation really is about legality, right? At the end of the day, yes, perhaps we do need our constitution revised. Yes, perhaps our laws need to be amended. All of that, right? That's why we're trying our best to do away with certain laws that no longer work for the 21st century. But at the end of the day, while they are not legal right now, what they are doing is illegal.
So this is
You
what I
know?
was thinking of, and hopefully I'm able to finish my thought. But I also encourage callers to come in. There are persons who purchase land for various reasons because they want to start their own home. There are also people who purchase land because it's assets, and over time the value will increase. We heard from Dr. Carol Bob earlier this week, Paul, where she said for some people that's their retirement plan.
Yep.
And so you can't knock me for no like do anything with my land for 10 years when I'm paying taxes.
Perhaps you don't wait for the
Yes,
value increase.
exactly.
Um,
We have another caller.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, go
share your
ahead.
thoughts.
Caller, could you turn down your volume?
You have to turn on the television, sir, and speak to us through the phone.
Morning.
Yes.
Morning.
Yes, go ahead. Morning.
Amen.
Yeah, you have to completely turn down your volume, bro. That's the only way because there's a delay in your television, okay? So you have to turn on your volume and listen to us through the phone.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. All right, Paul. Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man. They are listen to know with this land thing and the rent and thing and so right. Yeah, the rent really go high for true. But guess what? Yeah, who set the toll? That the government set the toll because that then they pay them high rent. Then they pay them high rent. Then the building when they rent out, so the rest of people that got building and they follow the government. You see?
Yeah.
That's how they go on, but nobody look for that.
So you feel like
You
feel like-
so high rent.
you feel
So
like the
people
government-
who own the place center, then they follow the government.
okay.
So then for blame with this high rent thing, then
Yeah.
they try to say, oh, they could set the prices for rent and thing and so.
Yeah. So
Well-
you feel like the government set the stage for the cost of rent in these urban areas?
Yes, sir. All over.
All over.
They pay for excess big prices for building when they rent.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Well-
Hey, that's a common sense, pal.
All right. Well,
All right, thank you for your thoughts,
Common
caller.
sense. Bring back them people. Bring back them minister where they out there with the pay and thing and put them on the hot seat. Make we call them and talk to them. This is the thing that they run boat. They don't want to face people talk to it. They don't get the job already, so they don't want to come face it. You understand?
Yeah.
Then the problem on the land thing are the same thing, my boy. Watch out. Well, among our land, we don't give way. And guess what? The jungle, people live wrong and wrong it and so on. The people with mosquito, they kill all the people. At least if you own the land, come and clean it, my boy.
Yeah.
Come and clean it, at least.
All right,
thank you,
caller.
caller.
Thank you. We do have another call
I
coming
hear the
in.
All right,
frustration.
coming
Yes.
in, coming.
He
Good
shy-
morning,
he just shy
caller.
of cussing.
Yeah. Go
All right.
ahead,
Caller, could you turn down your volume?
I think this is this the same caller?
No.
Hello?
I am a squatter
Yeah, go ahead.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
for 40 years. Right? I went to Pemapan, applied. When I reached the Pemapan, they said document is in the city. No problem. I went back to one minister came to do it for me. No, they came and said, move off the property. No, the document is now young lady in the young lady's name. What kind of sense that makes? I'm not moving from this quarter. I'm here for years. I'm not moving. It doesn't make any sense. Like I said, the people sort of call me.
Let's engage.
Me talking.
All right.
Right.
Well, caller, thank you so much
But
for
before,
sharing.
caller, are you still on? You still there? Hello?
think
He
we lost
left.
him.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he was saying we weren't
Yeah. I
able
wanted
to
to
hear
ask
him
him some
clearly.
questions.
He was saying that he's a squatter. However, he's been trying to acquire the legal
Yeah.
documents through the lands
Yeah.
department, but he's been going through a lot of
and
red
that's the
tape.
Was
thing.
here for 40 years.
Hello, caller, are you still on air? Yes, I think so.
Yeah, caller. Can
Okay,
you
he's
hear,
still here.
Can you hear us? Respond if you can still hear us. I think he just probably put his phone aside. We want to ask you a question. All right. So we'll just
If
probably
you'd
just
like,
have
you
to
can
end
call back, by the
we'll
way,
just have to
please.
end that call. And so that's one of the things that we heard from each and every interviewee that we did yesterday, right?
Yeah.
That they have sought to
Get the
go
legal
through the
documentation.
legal process to acquire the property. So this caller is saying the same thing. All I'm saying that this signals that there's an issue here.
Yes.
And I'm speaking in general terms when I say that a lot of it is politically motivated in terms of land distribution. It's not completely that, but a lot of it is like that. Are you registered in my area? All right, come make a sign off.
Can you
my
move to my
document.
area? We have
Make a
another
sign off
caller
my
coming
document.
in. Good morning,
Good morning,
caller.
caller.
Hey, good morning again. It's me again.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask you, what do you do in the event the government comes and tells you to move? Have you had that discussion or conversation with them?
I did that last week, the week after last.
Wow.
Yeah, and so
What was the response like?
And you got to move off of this land. And I'm showing all my documents, what I paid for so many years. You know, I pay, you know. Because
What's
I'm tired of renting.
what's your investment on the land? What do you have on the land?
I did like about 8,000 already.
So what do you say to those who say, well, you're illegally occupying the land because you haven't received title, lease,
But
anything like
he
that?
said he has some type of documentation. Also, what documentation do you have, caller?
The documentation saying that the land tax will pay all of this and all that. You got to pay this, and pay this. So I pay all of that.
Yeah.
Now
But-
the land now, the land document is in another young lady's name.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then he came to me and said, sir, that this is land is mine.
So essentially, you're trespassing.
I think because she have more money than me.
Okay,
And they don't- because
but
of
you're
that.
paying taxes and so forth on the land. You're
Yes,
paying.
I did. Yes.
Even though the property is in somebody else's name, you're still paying
Yes.
taxes for the land.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have been there for 40 years, you said.
40 years.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Well, I can tell you something, caller. The law really only says 30 years.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you have a case.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a case.
Yes.
But you still have to argue it before the
still-
court.
yeah.
And the court still would have to make a determination. In any event, caller, thank you so much for your call and thank you so much for your time. Thanks for calling back.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so to the point I was making earlier, are you registered in my area, right? It's something that's taken into consideration, because why, as an era representative, or and mainly that era representatives have the power, because usually if they're a part of the government in power, or the political party in power, why would I render resources in my constituency to individuals that are registered in another constituency, right? When my constituents also have a need, right? And their need is for land as well. So and then the law is in their favor. But I'm saying a lot of people will tell you, you have to go talk to your minister.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to go talk to your era representative in order to acquire a piece of property.
But that's not
in
how
an
the system
area.
is supposed
while,
to work.
While
That's why you
there
have
is
all
a
these offices.
system at the Ministry
Exactly.
of Natural Resources for you to go through. So that's also something we have to look at. But that has been the case
Again,
since
The beginning
When
of time.
has this system worked
King
for
Hammer
us?
was a hatchet, right? And so it's also one of those situations. You also have to look at the political motivation behind land distribution. And if you not vote for me, and I know you not vote for me, well, you are having a hard time. But it kind of moves away from the squatters issue. But perhaps that's a recommendation
but
to
the squatters issue was brought about because of all of this corruption within a particular department. And to the caller's point that said there is not enough land for people to own. She's absolutely right.
Belize
In
City.
Belize City.
Yeah.
Right? She's absolutely right. But in Belize already, you can't own land in reserve land and build on that. You can't own land in certain protected areas. You can't, you can't do infrastructure in some of these spaces. While Belize has a lot of land, and though our population is small and growing, there is not enough land for people to build and live
I
on.
think to add to that, there's not enough developed areas
That as
because
well.
a lot of persons in the comment section are saying that, they're getting land, but there's not even road to access the
Yeah.
land. There's not even electricity to begin any project that they would want to
That's so
essentially
true.
That's
establish their home.
My land was in an area that didn't have water or electricity, and it would have cost me thousands of dollars to put a pole there.
Yeah,
and that's,
and
why
that's
I haven't done
utilities.
it. And
We're
that's
not even talking
utilities
road access
or,
yet.
or internet or anything like that.
So
that is
these are future endeavors, if
Yes.
you would, when you get a piece of land, at least in today's day and age, unless you're super lucky and you come across something, or if you have the money to pay for prime property, usually you get it through a private owner, and then you pay for
But
that. and you get it.
the sad thing is though, Paul and Sabrina, is that right now with the new land ownership for first-time landowners and so forth, the cost, while it is up there in dollars, for Belize, it's relatively cheap.
Yeah.
It's just that, like the other caller rightfully mentioned, we can't afford it.
Yeah.
Right? So which says a lot about, again, our economy and the poverty rates in Belize.
All right, we do have a call coming in. Good morning, caller.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
I just joined, but why do we have to get a piece of paper from the minister to get a piece of land when that is your right?
Do you know that is the case?
Oh, can you lower your television caller, please, and talk to us directly in the phone?
Okay.
Have you sought to acquire a piece of property or know anybody where that is the case, or they would have had to seek approval from their minister or get some sort of recommendation from their minister or your representative?
I went to the land department and I told them that I would like to apply for a piece of land, which I identified that nobody owned. And they tell me, sir, you have to get a piece of paper from your minister. I tell them, why? And my right, I need a piece of land. This is my right. I don't need to go to no minister, but he tell me that is the process.
Agreed.
Interesting. And how did that make you feel, or what did that make you think?
If that is my right, why should I get a piece of paper from the minister?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you go and try to get that paper?
No, I leave it as that.
You leave it as that. Yeah.
We also have another person. Thank you, caller, for
Thank you,
your
caller.
time.
Okay, thank you.
We also have another person in the comment section, Sherilyn Young, saying that she also had to get a letter from her minister before applying for her land.
I didn't know that. That was a
didn't know
part
that was
of
a
the
thing.
process.
Yeah.
Honestly, I personally didn't know that. So informative in terms of what is being told to these individuals, at least, right?
Yeah.
So
But
we have a
that's
couple
not
of
the
Is it-
legal way. That's
is it
not
a
the way the
recommendation?
system. I don't know.
What's the role that the minister's letter, what role does the minister's letter play?
Yeah.
Is it a recommendation? We have another caller coming in. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That previous caller, I can sympathize with him. But I think that
Go ahead.
Go ahead, caller.
Okay, I think we lost our caller. Buy some more credit and come back.
Yes, and please do call us because we do want to hear your thoughts. But to my point, that's not the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you do get recommendation from anybody to get land.
All right,
you
we have
to-
another caller coming in.
Okay.
I'm sorry, April.
No, go ahead. Good
Yeah.
morning, caller.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm not calling about this question, but I'm calling about land matter in general.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm calling from Toledo District.
From where?
Toledo District.
Toledo.
Toledo
Oh,
District.
wow.
Okay,
All right, go ahead.
wonderful.
We have a serious matter here with this Mile land communal matter. And As a matter of fact, the communal land right claim basically almost the entire Toledo Street. We only left with like Punta Gorda, Elridge, Paris Home, Cap Landing, and part of Barrington. Everything is part under communal land, including a whole that community, Emery Grove, that was inhabited by Creole people. Now the Maya, most of the land in Emery Grove. The sad part about it is that most of these people that say they are Mayan, claim communal land rights, still want to come into the town, Elridge, Parisum, and Cap Landing, and claim other land rights that is left for the other race of Belizeans. You know, and we cannot go in these communities and claim land. We can't apply for a lease, we can't even apply for squatters, we can't even squat in this community. If, let's say, I as a mixed person, as a mixed race, my mother is a kitchen, but I'm still mixed. If I go and live with a kitchen person in San Pedro Corner, I have to go through a whole different process. I have to apply to even go live in the village. They have to approve it. I have to pay so much back tax for Fahina, pay so much money to the village council that do not go into the general revenue of the country now. And these same people here want to benefit from all the taxes that we pay in this country to build roads, fix school, police station, and everything that all Belizeans pay for. All right, the next point. Yeah. We have our population in this country is about 400,000 Belizeans.
Yeah.
Half of that is below the age of 18, who is not seeking no kind of redress or assistance from the land department. Yeah. You have at next, out of the 200,000, you have 100,000 that do not even care or worry about anything when it comes to land. The next 100,000 that is there, only 50,000 out of that 100,000 have land matters, have land problems. We have the land department from my prime minister now, was Minister of Land Department. You have Gaspar Vega, you have Hugo, now you have Curtis on his second term, and you have Belizeans that are still having land problem, land issue, and you have almost 5,000 public officers working in the land department to just fix 50,000 problems. Something is wrong in this country.
Carla,
and until we get our act together, something will have to take place.
Carla, thank you so much. We have other callers on the line. I appreciate your contribution.
Thank you.
Let's see if we could get a couple more calls on the line before we wrap up this conversation.
Yeah, it's definitely a topic that is pressing, very sensitive topic as well. The previous caller is talking about communal land, which is a completely other conversation to have, right?
You have to understand, and perhaps this is where we could spend some time talking about the value of land. The value of land to first-time landowners, the value of land to property owners in general.
Let's get another call. We do have one more caller coming in. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
That gentleman said a lot in a few words. I think that when a young person go registered, once you go register, we have a vast amount of land in Belize. I think that when you go registered, you become a voter. Immediately, you get a piece of land for your. I mean, if you're a farmer, you get a piece of farming land. If you're in the urban area, you get the land for build your house. I'm a retired person. I've never gotten a piece of land from government. What I have, I purchased. I work and I purchased. I have kids. They have their land. What they did, they had to find who are selling and we purchase it. Right? Nothing from government. Right? And we have vast amount of land. Yet when they come and campaign to you, they want your vote. Come on, I'll vote for you. I'll register. As I registered, I'm supposed to be entitled to a piece of land. No, we have a lot of landowners, rich landowners that own a vast amount of land along the towns or the villages. You cannot touch it because they're properties. But then you have a law in Belize that says that you cannot stop you cannot stop the progress of a village, a settlement, a town, or a city. So the government need to purchase those land for those people at probably market price or whatever price they want to, and then give it to the people. That's why we have a lot of squatters. And I've noticed, I saw the news, and most of the people that are squatters are Hispanic people in the city, right? And these people are migrants apparently because they cannot speak Creole or English, right? So they come to squat, right? And that's what happened even here in the north. A lot of foreigners came here and they squat on land, and they have a vast, but they are producing. Don't get me wrong. They have farms. They are producing, right? But yet they don't have papers for those lands. Now, you Belizean, you go and you squat, you have a big problem. So I think my point of view is this, and I think the politicians of both political parties are supposed to listen to this. Once you go and you register as a voter for the future people of Belize, the future youth of Belize, right? As you go and you vote, you have this piece of land already partially already surveyed, and this number of land is yours. If you sell it, that's it. Because you have a lot of Orientals that own a vast piece amount of land here in Orange Walk. Right? And you can't go in because what? It is for Orientals. It's property. Right? But who sold it? We Belizeans do it. We Belizeans sell our land to foreigners, right? I think the government needs to purchase this land again and let the town, the village, or the settlement expand.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your call.
Guys, there are a lot of thoughts coming in from our callers. There are a lot of thoughts coming in from our comments online.
The caller talked about once you are registered and you vote, you're entitled to a piece of land. And it made me think that perhaps this is where the idea came from.
With the land clinics?
The idea came from with distributing lands to persons registered, like politicians, distributing lands, or giving recommendations to individuals that are registered, to individuals that vote. And perhaps that's the heart of that act. However, I think what has happened is that it has become corrupt.
Yeah.
It has become corrupt in its practice, where power and control has gotten to the heads of some of our politicians when they think that I could deny this one, and I hold the power in my hand to distribute land.
I will also say that, just to kind of close off.
We have a caller.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
Let me give you one advice to the land department. You will hear me?
Yes.
Okay, land department, the blind, leading the blind. From top to bottom, they are not formally trained in land management. Formally, everybody had to go and get training and do the work. They're a marching supervisor. You can't say the supervisor. My experience with them is very serious, because I went there with a problem. When I showed them the map that I have given you, they turned it around and said, oh, this one, they don't know near point. They don't know near freedom. No kind of, they just pick them up and put them there. That is the problem with that corruption in the land department. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. I think my point kind of coincides with the caller a little bit, because we have been dealing with this for umpteen years. And these clinics, like Sabrina was mentioning, perhaps this is their way of trying to solution it, right? And with these clinics being a solution, you're seeing now these effects and these problems with squatting and so forth, right? And we're seeing how, because we know, right? We as citizens, we know when somebody is just kind of coming out.
Thank you, caller. Yes, we appreciate your call.
So it's really and truly now, how do we solution this from this solution?
I think having the conversation, sharing stories like the one that we did last night, also highlighting what's taking place. For example, that caller who said that he's been sitting on a land for the past 4 decades, been trying to get legal documentation, even paying land taxes, but still meeting no type of solution where proper documentation is concerned.
So here's my question for the table as we seek to wind up this conversation. Out of all of the calls and all of the suggestions made, if you would have to pick one proposed solution or remedy from this morning's call and build upon it as a plausible as a possible approach to addressing this land issue? And I know it's a large issue with many tentacles. Which proposal or suggestion or recommendation would you go with?
Okay, so I don't think that there's one set solution.
Yeah,
I think there are
know.
multiple things we have to look at. One, the lands department,
Yeah.
the system that's in place when it comes to
I
politics
want you.
as well.
I want you to tell me one though. I want to put you on the
so
spot.
so then let's begin with
Just
looking
give
at
me
the
one.
lands department and seeing, for example, cases where multiple people are paying perhaps for land taxes or
On one
seeking the
property.
same property, and there are documentations going through for multiple people or multiple families owners.
Yeah,
Your proposal
I think
based
that
on the recommendations.
I really appreciated the caller that said to create apartments in urban spaces.
Yeah, I like
I
that
really
one.
like that one a lot. However, with that recommendation, we do have to look at affordability of rental spaces, because for urban cities where, like she rightfully mentioned, for people that have jobs and so forth, you're not coming with your entire family, right? You're coming because perhaps you need for work the week and then you gotta leave and so forth, so you're renting out studios. A family of 6 can't live in a studio, right? So for workers that are to commute, and then of course that opens up another kind of world with public transportation and so forth, and coming to commute in the city and living and so forth. But I really liked her recommendation. I think you can expound on it to ensure that people can actually afford to rent, because she's right. In this day and age, in the modern world, people are no longer buying land, they're buying homes that have already been built and then they renovate, or they are renting out apartments or buying out apartments.
So my one, based on several callers of count of having to get the recommendation or letter from their area representative, is to do away with that. Take that out of the process completely and make it so that the entire process is in the hands of the lands department. Based on these accounts, that it's a fact that they have been asked for a letter of recommendation from their area representative. So I'd want to do away with that and just have the process work the way it's supposed to work.
I just, so here's with that, right? Because I guess maybe I'm naive to that sort of ask your minister for a recommendation, because when I got my land, we're paying for that. That's not something that was one given, and then two, it took years to find the map, years to find the land, years to do all of that stuff. So I think when they're asking for a recommendation from the minister, it also does away with all of that waiting and so forth. But if but if the system is supposed to work for you,
make the system
then it shouldn't have to take years for you to find that.
But the reality is that there are persons who are just tired of the system, and they're just going the route and trying to invest in buying property that is privately owned.
Agreed.
Not everyone is able to go that route because of the cost that's involved. We weren't able to spend much time on the value of land as we were trying to get to, but this is definitely one of those conversations that brought about a lot of input from you guys, and we thank you so much for your calls this morning. We do have to wrap up now, so this is us pulling the phone lines, and hopefully we can continue this conversation at a later date. At this time, we do have a weather update we want to give, Paul, and we're going to skip the weather update in a moment, but we do want to jump into the rest of our show.
Yes.
And so we will be taking a quick break, and when we come back, we have our friends from Lighthouse. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Contestant presenta Los Cumbia Kings. Los Cumbia Kings en concierto. Este 30 de agosto agosto en el Estadio del Pueblo. Orange World Belice. Los Cumbia Kings en vivo.
No tengo dinero ni nada que dar.
No te pierdas el concierto del año que te hará bailar como nunca. General 150, VIP 200 y Platino $350. Boletos a la venta en la aplicación QuiPass, disponible en Android y iPhone. También con Orange Drag con cuellos, Shell One Stop, María's Café, Lifestyle Beauty Salon y WSK Call Center al 611-3677. Amor Turquesa, Boutique Belmopá. Gracias al patrocinio de
BTV, Mechas, Cuellos, Lock and Loaded, Mark Production, Quick Pass, Lighthouse,
Instituto Nacional de Cultura e Historia y Smart Belice.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to Smart Code 585. Here are this week's contestants.
Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong.
So when you're feeling down, just not forget for pray. When things seem bad, he will always make a way. His love is for real and it is here to stay. Keep you on his spots and never make you go astray. Me have to say, we can't live without you. We can't breathe without you. Oh God, I wouldn't be me without you now.
And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here all through, yeah, there's a place out there for people like you.
Hands and proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee.
With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I'm gonna sing.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight, and don't forget to tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. only on Great Jubilees Media.
Easy. Accessible. Safe. Yours. Digi Wallet. Easy, accessible, safe, yours.
We at Fulltech Systems understand that technology isn't just a tool, it's a game changer. At home, smart devices and AI are revolutionizing daily life. In education, tech is making learning more interactive and accessible for students and educators alike. For businesses and government, it's driving innovation, streamlining operations, and unlocking growth leveraging tech for better services, infrastructure, and security. At Fulltech Systems, we help you thrive with cutting-edge solutions, partnering with leaders like Dell, HP, Microsoft, APC, Fortinet, Cisco, and Tomy. We deliver the right products for your needs, whether it's boosting efficiency, improving customer engagement, or scaling operations. Connect with us and let's drive innovation together. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you come for the price, but stay for the service.
Vote for your favorite.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. Joining us for our first conversations, it is our friends from Lighthouse. And we're going to talk about the Baron. If you don't know who that is, Baron, well, I think the set kind of tell you, right? Just I'll leave it. Great. Joining us for this conversation, we have Commercial Coordinator for Bars and Clubs, Arturo Allen. Good morning. And we have the Brand Coordinator and Creative Developer with me. We have Christian Leslie and Kaylee White. Good morning. Good morning, lady and gentlemen.
Thank you.
So I think we have enough merch for supply everybody.
I hope so.
Yeah? Okay. But let's talk about Lighthouse. We definitely see the commercials out there. We kind of all are familiar with the Baron. At least I know people of my generation are. But you all are doing a lot of promotion ads for Lighthouse. Let's start with you, Arte. What's going on?
So, as the commercial coordinator for bars and clubs, right, we have our consumer promotion at the locations countrywide, right? So like I explained to you guys, these are what we are giving away to the consumers, right? Once they purchase our Lighthouse promotion. This is a really cool cup, and this is how it works, right?
Hold on, before we dive into the demonstration, why is it that we are revamping and moving into Lighthouse in this direction?
Because Lighthouse have moved from different brand strategy than it was before. So Kaylee can elaborate a lot more about that.
Okay, Kaylee.
So with Lighthouse, our goal is to make Lighthouse more inclusive. I know that Lighthouse has been consumed by mostly our elderly group, right? And over the years, I know the typical, I would say, Belizean party. Growing up, you can remember your elderly aunt or your grand or somebody of that female group in that elderly age group consuming Lighthouse. So we have been moving to another strategy when it comes to inclusivity, but not just age groups. That includes gender inclusivity as well to who consumes Lighthouse.
Because when we think about Lighthouse, we think that because it's light, only girls supposed to drink it, right?
Exactly.
And just now them gonna tease me about how I like stout, and if you don't like stout because you right? Okay, see, you done to create this gender issue here, sir. So anybody
can consume Lighthouse.
That's right. But you are all taking your marketing to a new light. You are being a little bit more creative and innovative in how you introduce Lighthouse. So now we can have the demonstration, Artie, as to your new branding of Lighthouse. If you want to show it to the camera,
So
to
for
our
these-
viewers, what is the new?
For the consumer pull, right? These
Yes.
are the cups that the consumer gonna take home after they purchase the specials, right?
Okay.
See?
Hold the cup steady. Okay. Lights. So it's like an automatic sensor when you fill your cup with Lighthouse.
That's right.
Right? It literally lights up.
Yeah.
And if I can add,
Yes, go ahead.
how consumers at home or viewers at home may be wondering, how can I get this? What is this about? Where can I get this? So we have our activations, what we call events, where event goers countrywide starting this weekend.
Yeah.
Because consumers can be looking out for events at which
Tequila
location?
nightclub tonight from 9:30 until supplies last. Tomorrow at Patio Lounge in Corozal from 9:30 until supplies last.
So Christian, you're the
Yeah.
creative developer
Yes, I
here
am.
over at Lighthouse. Was this your baby?
Yeah, absolutely it was. I recently started and took over the brand, and since then I've felt like Lighthouse have been neglected over the years. It's being slowly forgotten, and we can't have that. It's a part of our history, our culture, our heritage. So we can't have Lighthouse being left behind, and it introduces, the Baron to the beer, which is kind of our mascot. It's kind of this charming, charismatic, eccentric guy that comes in times of crisis, that comes to save the day. It comes, he's there when you run out of beer, when the party is being shut down.
That point of the commercial. I'm
Right.
not sure
That's
I
right.
figure that.
The Baron.
Okay.
That's right.
Right.
And also there's a Baron competition on social media that you can participate in, and you can win these merch weekly.
What is the Baron competition?
So to connect what Christian said, bringing that strategy that we've been advertising, that you've been seeing in the social media campaigns, it's that we're bringing that through to the consumer by way of a Legends Night campaign. Now, what is Legends Night? As Arturo mentioned, we have a series of consumer events that event goers can go to these events. They will be greeted by our Lighthouse ambassadors. They will be they will have a chance to get free merch and consume Lighthouse on a special for the entire night, right? So that is how we intend to connect that Baron experience and the Legends experience in the on-site locations for customers. At the very same time, our Baron that we see standing over here will be present at every event.
Okay.
And
right.
consumers,
This guy
this
right
tall
That
guy
guy
right
right
here,
there.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our consumers will have the opportunity to literally snap a pic with this 6 feet or taller Baron over here. So as you snap a picture, as you attend the event, to enter the competition, every submission is an entry into a social media challenge.
Right.
So how to enter is you snap a pic with the Baron. It can be a reel, it can be a video, but you have to be holding a Lighthouse in your hand.
Okay.
The label has to be shown
Clear and
visibly,
visible, right.
clear and visible, and you post that on social media, right? Whether it be our Instagram or Facebook pages, and you will proceed to tag or Lighthouse, both our social media pages, and hashtag Raise a Toast to Legends, which is
Also,
our
yeah.
current tagline for
Yeah,
our
they
campaign.
also have to follow us both on Instagram and Facebook. There's, I think, about 5 or 6 different rules.
Yes.
Kaylee
Oh,
mentioned
there it is
just
right
about.
there.
Yeah. Different rules to
first-
enter and to win.
Right. So how you enter, you find the Baron cutout. Now, our Kayo people can look forward to seeing the Baron tonight at
Tequila
Tequila Nightclub.
That's right.
Where is Tequila Nightclub?
Santa Elena.
You say it like if you're not sure.
It's between Santa Elena and Esperanza, right?
Yeah.
Kayo people would say Esperanza. We from Belicito would say Santa Elena.
Right.
Yeah.
Basically.
So you go to Tequila Nightclub, you will see our whole setup, our merch table, our ambassadors will greet you upon entry. The first thing you do though, ensure to purchase your Lighthouse from the bar or the club.
That's right.
You go, find the Baron, he'll be there. I mean, I know he's kind of dark, but it's meant to
very
be mysterious.
Yeah,
that's the
like,
whole
he's meant
point
to
of
see
it.
his face.
Exactly.
And in the
Right.
commercial either, we don't know who the Baron is.
No, the Baron can be anyone.
Yeah,
the point
everyone
is the
has their
Baron
own
So I can be the
interpretation.
You can be the Baron.
be the
If you're
Baron.
bringing a case of Lighthouse, yes.
Yeah.
The
In some
Baron is
fields
the
you'll be
light of
fine.
the party. The Baron, where the Baron is, the party is, the
That's right.
Lighthouse is, and there's no party without Lighthouse, right?
And
That's
also
right.
for the consumer pool, it's not only one night, it's a span from now until October.
Okay, so you will be
August,
traveling around the
September at
country.
different
Countrywide,
locations.
that's
so
right.
Alright.
We're going to have more than one locations in San Ignacio, Santa Elena. We're just starting with Tequila Nightclub tonight,
Right.
but we have other locations. So as you go by, it's going to be posted on social media as well.
And this is really just to discuss and just showcase Lighthouse inclusivity.
That's right.
And I think that it's just, I don't know, I always felt like Lighthouse was just there.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah,
It does.
that's kind of the
So
problem.
for the consumer pool, consumers from all over the country can get a chance to get their cup to take home and get their merch. This is in the
Right.
Keys,
So once
Toledo.
the
everywhere.
liquid is gone, the light stops?
Yes,
That's right.
Yeah,
It
it stays
stops.
on for a bit of a while, but that's just
Yeah, because I'm looking at it and it's still there.
But if it stays
So-
on,
So we
that's
know
just
if you know.
that's just a
We know
prompt
if
to
they-
pour more Lighthouse.
If the battery goes out, that means you're actually really drinking Lighthouse.
has
We
liquid.
appreciate that.
Oh, okay.
We
so
love that.
Dry,
the liquid
dry,
being done doesn't mean that the light is off.
Dry.
No, it should be dry. When the cup is dry, then the light.
But it
turns
just
on.
means that you need to pour another Lighthouse.
Yeah,
that
you have a couple seconds to
Right.
pour another Lighthouse.
So just for our viewers and for them to really understand the challenge of the Baron, one more time for them,
Right.
please.
Okay, so you tonight at Patio Lounge in Kyle, you find the bar. Sorry, I'm sorry. Tequila Nightclub and
Nightclub.
Patio Lounge tomorrow
Tomorrow night.
Saturday
Yeah.
in Corozal. So you find the Baron, you snap a pic. You whether you post it on social media, on our social media pages, Instagram or Facebook, your choice. You post it. You hashtag Raise a Toast to Legends. You
Tag
post
both
as
of us.
many tag Lighthouse pages. You can post as many submissions as you want, as many reels, as many videos, as many photos as you want, and every submission is an entry, right?
Yeah.
So you have the month of August to do this, all through attending all the consumer promotional events that we'll be having.
Is there a place where they can find the promotional list, like where they can find the Baron and so
we'll
forth?
be
As the
posting.
week goes by,
as the week goes by, we post all locations on our social media
we
pages.
already have the locations. It's just
Yeah.
the date we need to set.
Okay,
Right?
and
The prizes. The prizes
Yes,
for
yes,
the
that's
challenge.
right. Prizes.
First place is $100 cash prize, a case of Lighthouse and
Lighthouse merch.
some Lighthouse
Lighthouse
merch.
merch.
Second prize is $50, a case of Lighthouse and Lighthouse merch, and then third prize is a 6-pack.
Should we bring the
And
Baron a
merch.
little closer so we
Yes.
could
Yes,
we
I
could
think we
toast
should.
with the Baron? Yeah, go there,
Yeah.
Archie, bring the Baron.
I'll give a hand, yeah.
All right, he is really tall. Even with heels, I can't be the
very
Baron. I can't be the Baron.
You can be the Baron. You just
Right
need
here.
like 16
Right
inch
here.
heels.
Yeah.
Bring it this
Yeah, just bring
this
it
way.
closer to us. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we have some Lighthouse. Yes, I know I have to drink one.
Yes, you do.
Okay. And
It's
then
Friday.
I have to pull him a little closer to me.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Here too.
I love the way that sounds.
that we want to say good morning around these parts
Yeah,
right here.
it is.
Okay.
Oh, and also, guys, for the consumer pool, the promotion is on bottles and cans.
Okay.
At different locations, some will be bottles and some will be on the cans.
Yeah.
Well, a toast to a night of legends. Raise a toast to legends.
Raise a toast
Raise
to
a toast to
legends.
legends. Cheers, guys.
That is
Ooh.
beautiful.
That's so
yes,
refreshing.
start
That
the
was
morning.
a good
Ooh.
morning jolt. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, for our viewers, follow the Lighthouse
Yeah.
on
pages.
all of your social media pages
Right.
and find out where the Baron is going to be closer to your area and get a chance to snap a picture and win some of these fabulous prizes. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
for
us.
having us.
All right, we are going to go into our weather update brought to you by the folks at the National. All right. Okay, guys.
All right, jumping into our weather forecast, let's see if we can expect some great weather for all the activities planned for this weekend. I know April sounds like she might be heading to Cayo as well. Well, she's from Cayo, so it shouldn't be a far drive. Today's weather forecast calls for sunny with a few cloudy spells, and tonight's skies will be partly cloudy. Shower activity, if any, will be isolated. Today's temperatures, coastal areas will be expecting highs of 88 degrees Fahrenheit and lows of 80 degrees. However, in inland areas, it's going to be rising as high as 94 warmer temperatures, but with lows of as low as 74 degrees Fahrenheit. And in the hills, you can expect high temperatures of 82 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 68. Moving things along, our extended forecast. Now, for inland and coastal areas can expect highs of 89 degrees Fahrenheit, and inland areas with high as low as 94. That's for Saturday, so it looks like it's going to be a great day to hit the Keys. If you have any plans in any part of the country, inland and coastal areas, this is what you can expect. On Sunday, it's going to be warmer, however, with temperatures of 90 and 95 for the highs. That's where inland and coastal areas are concerned. But when it does drop, it's going to be as low as 74 degrees Fahrenheit. And then on Monday, still steady with similar temperatures, 90 and 95. And then on Tuesday, it tends to cool down a little bit, dropping to the 80s. Moving things along, our astronomical forecast. The sun rose this morning at 5:33 a.m. and it's set to set at 6:23 p.m. The moon will rise at 6:12 p.m. and is set to set at 5:46 a.m. And for our marine conditions, the sea state will be light to choppy and the winds will blow from east at 5 to 10 knots. The high tides today will begin at 8:56 a.m. and another low tide or a low tide will take place at 4:20 p.m. However, another high tide will take place at 10:19 p.m. and tomorrow a low tide at 3:22 a.m. And that does it for our Eye on the Weather. We're going to take another quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, it's all about Southside's Peace and Love concert. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
A whole spectrum of colors and hues, multi-dimensional cuisine, holographic beaches. The true new era is within you.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to smart code 585. Here are this week's contestants.
Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong.
So when you're feeling down, just not forget for pray. When things seem bad, he will always make a way. His love is for real and it is here to stay. Keep you on his spots and never make you go astray. Me have to say, we can't live without you. We can't breathe without you. Oh God, I wouldn't be me without you now.
And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here all through, yeah, there's a place out there for people like you.
Hands and proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee.
With every breath that I
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight, and don't forget to tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. only on Greater Belize Media.
My name is Leomar Langzert and I'm a teacher and I bank with Belize Bank Independence Branch. What I enjoy is the safety features that the app offers. I have a sense of not having to worry or be concerned about somebody finding my password and username to sign in the application because of the use of the one-time password. And another feature that I love, that I use the most, is how the app synchronizes with my fingerprint on my device. I enjoy the rapid and easy, seamless process to apply for loans through the Belize Bank, and I don't have to be having too much back and forth to visit or take time to visit the bank. They also start to offer the online applications through the app for loan applications, which I believe is very neat. I would definitely recommend Belize Bank to other teachers because one of all the features and advantages that the app offer, with these online that Belize Bank offered, is basically everything that you can do in the palm of your hand. So I would definitely recommend the bank to other teachers.
Oh man, one more scroll and my data is done.
Wait, who said anything about running out? Smart just dropped a more powerful plan that now includes social media data so you can scroll till your fingers cramp.
Enjoy free social media data now included in our Flex Choice and Select postpaid plans.
Visit any Smart showroom to sign up today because connectivity just got even better. Smart, bringing people together.
Alright, on the one fun day on, the window open and the light may turn off. You look like you listen to me, Jamie.
Not only that, I even get a new coffee mug where keep my coffee hot all day.
I'm impressed. You don't look like you're so hard here.
Better than that, BL can change my meter to one of their new smart meter, they call it the AMI.
Oh, I hear about it on TV from BL, how do you know?
Yes man, they don't reach the man better to change it right now, let's go check it out.
Hey guys, I'm almost done here.
So now when you are reach my area?
We're upgrading meters across Belize, house by house, business by business. Always look out for BL logo, uniforms and IDs. BL will make you know when we're in the area. The EMI meter rollout is a part of BL strategy to modernize our energy services.
You don't need to come in at my house, right?
Come in at your house, boss, only if you got something good for you.
BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
Use B-Bucks to purchase items at any Benny's location. Spend B-Bucks on items in-store after you have earned them. You can gift or transfer B-Bucks to another B-Bucks member or registered charity. To learn more, visit our website at www.bbucks.bz. Remember, loyalty is always rewarding with B-Bucks. Brought to you by Benny's. Quality and savings.
José Tun presenta Los Cumbia Kings. Los Cumbia Kings en concierto. Este 30 de agosto en el Estadio del Pueblo, Orange World Belice. Los Cumbia Kings en vivo.
No tengo dinero.
Mechas, el concierto del año que te hará bailar como nunca. General 150, VIP 200 y Platino $350. Boletos a la venta en la aplicación Quipass, disponible en Android y iPhone. También con Orindrag con cuellos, Shell One Stop, María's Café, Lifestyle Beauty Salon y WSK Call Center al 611-3677. Amor Turquesa, Boutique Belmopá. Gracias al patrocinio de
BTV, Mechas, Cuellos, Lock and Loaded, Mark Production, Quick Pass, Lighthouse,
Instituto Nacional de Cultura e Historia y Smart Belice.
Jehovah, Jehovah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Some call me the painter man, some say I'm the musician. Roots people call me Rasta man, but this my message goes to everyone. I give Jah the praise, Jah the praise. Jah the praise, Jah the praise, Jah Jehovah, yeah. Keyboard have a problem. Can we end it off at this?
All right, yes. So there we have it. We are joined on set this morning by Mr. Terrell Godoy.
Good
Greetings.
morning.
Good morning.
It's
Bringing beautiful weekend vibes here on set with us.
Yes,
Nice.
excellent. Yes, so Mr. Godoy, tell us a bit about yourself, how you got into music, and just a bit about what you do.
Okay, well, mostly people around Belize have known me for years as a street artist, painter. And then I ventured into music because I've exchanged a painting for a keyboard.
All around artists, however.
And that's how it really happens. And then
Wait, so you exchanged a painting for a keyboard?
so many years ago.
You didn't know how to play the keyboard?
But I did love it.
Okay, good.
I touched one thing and it started to play.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a connection.
Yeah.
And then I started to, play more and go around with a little keyboard I had, go around different places and play for friends. Someone heard me and they say, we love what you do and we'd like you to come and work for us. I think it was the Smoky Mermaid with Miss Gagan.
Wow.
And so I did, and I went over there. That was my first time
Gig?
playing that, first gig. Then some guys heard me in Keycock and they wanted me to go and play in Keycock.
Imagine.
So I did Jazz on the Sun at Iguana Reef with Mario. Yeah, and we had quite some people.
There's an aura about you, Mr. Godoy, that just feels overall very positive. And I can tell you that based on my first interaction with you. I've known of you, but my first time meeting you this morning, just the way you presented yourself, greeting me, and I imagine this is a similar experience that other people have with you, that they seem to resonate and they're drawn to you in that way. And this is also, I imagine, one of the things that have prompted your concert that is set to take place as well.
Yeah.
It's a peace and love theme
peace and love
concert.
theme, yeah.
Let's talk about that. What
Okay.
brought that event to come into place?
Okay, you know the area where I came from, it's Southside. And Southside had a lot of names. People talk about Southside and they gave Southside, I'm not going to talk about Southside because I'm from there and I know the people of Southside.
And the
But
reality of
yes,
it.
and I do know that there are a lot of great people there. So Southside just needs some love and they need to show that they have some peaceful people there too, and we want to give that kind of energy to show to the rest of Belize that Southside have love.
So you're hosting a concert?
Yeah, and it's the
Tell
first
us about
time.
it.
This concert is going to be at I live right there close to the port, And I've thought about it a few times because we have government house. We have a lot of places where we can probably do a concert. But I chose, I've been nursing this place for a long time, and it's beautiful. The grass is cut nice, and the only thing is that we got to spray a lot for the mosquito, but we're going to work on that.
Yeah.
And it's a big challenge to get out there, and yes. So I decided I'm going to do this concert at my home.
Okay.
And it's final. It's going to happen there.
Okay, so it's at your home, so then you have to give us your address.
It's number 1 Caesar Ridge Road. And
Number 1?
Yeah.
So at the first house for Caesar Ridge?
It's right close to it's right close to the Puma gas station. The Puma Depot.
The Puma Depot. Right, right. So,
all right.
Yeah, so all right. So you're having a concert. It's a peace and love concert. So what can people expect in terms of performances and entertainment?
Well, we're going to have a whole full range band, about 13 musicians. We have we have a female Amari from the U.S. We have an American trombone player. We have a local trombone, Lucio Enrique, and we have Cass on drums. We have the Coast Guard Ray Good on keyboard. We have Orlando on guitar, and we have a new fella, Neil. He's very good in guitar leads. So we have quite some people, and
full lineup.
Yeah, and there are more too, So that's where we're putting that together.
So the genre that we'll be expecting is kind of like
reggae music,
and conscious music.
Conscious music, and it's a lot to talk about. It's like more like godly thing. Like that song I was trying to perform a little while. The keyboard is giving me a little lost moment, but
it sounded great to me.
So we
perhaps it's the musician ears.
I know my instrument, but anyway, it's all good. Like I said, you're gonna get the real deal on that day of the concert. It's going to be the 23rd. We're going to do a rehearsal just before, and we'd like to invite the public to be a part of it. The ticket is only $20.
Wow.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a peace and love concert. So
you write your own
I wrote all my songs. I am the signature songs like Judge Baroni and Rasta is Rasta, Reggae Bus, the first Reggae Bus song. Now there's Reggae Bus 2. So these are new songs, and there are many other songs. It's going to be a great performance, and it begins from 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 10 o'clock.
Until it ends, until the vibe wear off.
Yeah, so, and then we have other different artists going to do their little things first, like different artists want to come in and with a little flash drive, they're going to do their stuff.
Yeah,
share their talent.
Yeah,
so tell us a bit about the Reggae Bus song that you say is popular. What's that song about?
So many years ago, I was right there at my home, relaxing, and then I saw this beautiful bus, a colorful bus, just came passing through, and I said, "Wow, I like that bus." And I went out there, and I saw the driver, and I asked him, "Can I write a song about your bus?" And he says, "Yeah, go ahead, do whatever you want." So I went there and I started to write up, traveling through Drenosha, coming out of Port Loyola. And then
give us some of the lyrics, man. Give us some of the lyrics.
Can you perform it?
Like I said, this instrument for something, it's, I don't know what.
You say half key, maybe?
Changing chords right now.
Okay.
Okay, you can do it a cappella.
Yeah,
Reggae
Bus. A cappella.
I would like to do the so everybody know the first one, but
Let's
I would
go.
like to.
Which one you want to do?
Okay, so the second one is Sanja cars, the bus get a flat. Lisa say, well, if that, then that. Conductor jump out of the bus. Bring the spare, we not make no fuss. After all, this is the reggae bus. You don't know reggae bus must come first. Jump on the reggae bus. Ta 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 ta. This is the reggae bus. Ta 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 ta. That is gonna be nice, right?
It's so creative, right? And so engaging. It's storytelling even.
Yeah. I have a lot of different songs that I just come up with ideas, and some of them are funny. I try to make it as funny so people can, but it's also it have the energy too.
So that's Reggae Bus 1.
Reggae Bus 2.
That's Reggae Bus 2.
Yeah, we're not gonna put both of them too close to each other.
What a reggae bus one? What may happen in a reggae bus one?
Traveling through Genosha, da-da-da-da-da. Coming out of Port Loyola. No youth call me brother. They cook up and say come over, come over, come over, just come over. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
You seem to
so
give
we jump on the reggae
okay.
bus. It's a reggae ghetto bus. Yeah, it's a nice one too.
Nice.
You seem to give inspiration from everything around you. I mean,
Yeah.
I love the message that you send, though, Mr. Godoy, offering peace in your community, showing that peace can come from your community
Yeah,
as well.
we need peace in this. The whole of Belize, we need to give positive in everything that we do. We need to show positive movements, you know, and by doing that, it reflects on the people, the upcoming people, and let them see that, man, you can. There's other ways of life. It's not just this one way. You know, there are better ways. So that's what we want to embrace.
I like that the story of exchanging a painting for a keyboard, and that changed the whole trajectory of your life. And I think that's really inspirational because you tapped into a gift that you really have. A gift for writing lyrics and a gift for music. Just from what we're being exposed to right now, it shows how incredible of a gift you have. Is there another favorite song of yours that you've written over the years that you want to share some of the lyrics with us?
Well, there's a whole bunch of them, like I've mentioned.
Give us the next one.
This one, as I was planning to leave my yard, figure visit some friends abroad. Voice is too high. As I was planning to leave my yard, figure visit some friends abroad. I close up my door and I close my window. The big red hammer just bust my finger. Hold me back, lad. I nearly dead in my yard. Hold me back, lad. You should have heard how I ball for God. There's a whole bunch of.
Excellent.
It's gonna sound much better with the band, you know.
I understand. So the Reggae Bus concert, it's what date is it?
August 23rd. And the gates open from 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And like I said, I'd like to go a little bit longer, but I decided 10 o'clock, that's it.
The sound system
I consider
nice.
my neighbors and everyone, the
So,
sound system is the best.
Okay.
We have to give prop to Darren and these guys from Yabra. They have the best sound system.
Yeah, I live in the area, so I
you know.
always hear it. So I know exactly. Listen, when there's some system that command, the whole neighborhood here. Sometimes I annoyed, but then other times I move to.
And that's the reason why I don't want to take it until 12 or after. It's 10 o'clock. And it's all over.
Good stuff. So
and the tickets are $20.
$20 at the
Where
gate.
do we get the tickets?
Right at the gate.
Okay, so come and there'll be enough space for everyone.
Yeah, I actually have 5 tickets I would like to
give away.
For you guys to give it to whosoever.
All right. Okay.
You know, let me see if I could find those 5 tickets.
All right. Well, we'll be giving away 5 tickets
online
to
on our
persons online.
Our Facebook page.
There's 5 tickets here.
All right.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
So the
much.
first 5 persons that could tell us. All right. The first
person.
5 persons that take a picture of you watching the show. Okay, of the TV, you watching the show, and just post it on Instagram story and tag us, OIE Belize on Instagram. You get a free ticket to Man at Work Reggae Bus concert. I have to take my picture and post it on Instagram right now. Stories. Well, my brother, thank you so much for your time. Go ahead, find out thoughts.
Really, the most important thing of the whole idea behind the show is the people that are sponsoring the show.
Yes, go ahead.
So I need to, and there are some individuals that are realists, believe in me, and you know. So we have Miss Helen Rock, she's in the U.S. We have Mr. Sterling Vergas, and I'm going to put this out on the stage also. We have my own brother Michael Godoy. We have Steve Reno. Then we have Habit and Habit Mash. We have the House of Culture.
Okay.
So and Gilvano really play a role in this. So
nice.
I'm very grateful for those people that sponsored this show, put it together.
Excellent. Well, I want to tell you to keep up the good work.
Thank you
what
very
you're
much.
doing is exceptional, and the fact that you're hosting it within your community as well, bringing that positivity and love in your community, I think is excellent. So keep up
And
the good
hopefully
job.
we can do it again. But I will see how this one works. If it works well in my area, and if not, I'm going to find another venue where we can probably
Excellent.
make it happen.
All right, good.
Thank you very much, Paul and
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
All right.
It's a pretty name.
Thank you. All right, we take another quick break, but don't go anywhere. We have much more for you on Open Your Eyes.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number and send it to smart code 585. Here are this week's contestants.
Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong.
So when you're feeling down, just not forget for pray. When things seem bad, He will always make a way. His love is for real and it is here to stay. Keep you on His spots and never make you go astray. Me have to say, we can't live without you. We can't breathe without you. Oh God, I wouldn't be me without you now.
And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here all through, yeah, there's a place out there for people like you.
Hands and proclaim, my God, how great Thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to Thee.
With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I'm gonna sing.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight, and don't forget to tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. only on Great Jubilees Media.
Oh yo, what's up, bro? This Western Union mom's a little money using DigiWallet.
Uncle in the States, paid me too, same app.
Using DigiWallet. Bro, this is too easy. I can do this from anywhere. No lines, no hassle. It's just easy.
Alright, gotta run, bro. Take it easy.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number and send it to smart code 585. Here are this week's contestants.
Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong.
So when you're feeling down, just not forget for pray. When things seem bad, He will always make a way. His love is for real and it is here to stay. Keep you on His spots and never make you go astray. Me have to say, we can't live without you. We can't breathe without you. Oh God, I wouldn't be me without you now.
And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe there's a place out there for people like you.
Hands and proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee.
With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I'm gonna sing.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight, and don't forget to tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. only on Great Jubilees Media.
Back, guys. This is the final part of our show, and it is game morning. We have a game called Finish the Lyrics, and I'm really excited. I'm a music lover.
So hype right now.
And I'm ready to
Paul and I are like,
dinging.
you could just do this stuff.
So the idea is there's going to be lyrics displayed on the screen, and the first person to ding the buzzer or ding the dinger and sing the other part of the song, they get the point.
Isn't there a guy on TikTok that does something where like he walks on the street and he sings a part of a song and then he goes to the public and
make somebody
sing the rest? So this is similar but
same concept.
Words,
yeah,
not song.
All right, so let's get going. First one up. Stop breathing.
You're smooth.
Goody.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine.
Yes! And Paul said he never met. Sing.
My competition
just kicked in. All right, let's go. Next. Why you have it in a cursive?
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, yes.
All right, good
job.
job.
But did she select herself as the person who tapped it first? Because what if it was me?
No.
It wasn't you though, buddy.
Okay,
I could tell you.
cool.
Okay. Next.
Serena,
At this point.
The phone rings in the middle of the night. I can't see. I've lost my sight.
Yes, better. The phone rings in the middle of the night. My father yells, "What you gonna do with your life?"
Okay.
Oh, girls, they wanna have fun.
All right.
Okay. I did not know it was that song. I was
Yes, Cindy Lauper.
Singing my life with his words. With his song. Singing me softly with his song. Yeah.
Singing. No,
we didn't get it.
Singing me softly.
No, you. This is singing.
Killing me
softly with his song. Okay, I got that point.
Yeah, we'll give it to you, son. Good job. Let's go again.
Next.
No. I got that.
You did not start singing.
I did. Love, never knew what I was missing, but I knew when we started kissing. I found love.
Okay.
That's Keisha Cole. How could you not know?
We did. We just didn't know quickly enough.
All right, next one.
Next.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. Something. All right, this is Michael Jackson.
Standing in the man in the mirror. That one?
I don't know the song though. I'm honestly, I don't know. Any of you know the song? All right, I think we're.
think, babe? Okay,
yeah, I lose.
Come man singing this song. We're failing terribly at it.
If I do this, moonwalk is not.
Okay, can we go to the next song?
Right, let's go. Next song.
Don't lose. Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you're the one.
I thought it was a Selena song.
No, that's Celine Dion.
This is
Celine Dion.
Titanic, right?
Titanic.
Correct.
Oh shoot, you're right. I love that song.
I think April is winning this game.
I don't think I got a solid one yet.
All right.
I'm always talking
I got
and singing
2,
here.
she got 3, you got half. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Said. I remember when we used to sit.
That I don't
This
know.
thing like Ed Sheeran.
No, that's not an Ed Sheeran.
Said, I remember when we used to sit. And then
No, that one I don't know.
I'm not following.
Said I remember. Nope, I don't know.
I'm sure we know it, you know.
I'm sure we know it too, but this one it's getting harder.
And
it's getting harder.
somebody's looking at the screen right now, singing out loud, trying to get us to remember. Oh, said, I remember when we used to sit in a government yard in Trenchtown. Good friends we had, and good friends we lost.
So Paul definitely got that.
All right, Paul, you're winning, Paul. Let's go. Let's continue.
No woman, no cry.
Say it with me.
But you know what?
No woman, no cry.
And it's how you know Paul, Sabrina, and I difference in our age.
Yeah. We got more? We got 1 or 2 more? Then it's a fun game. All right, we got a couple more. All right, let's go. One more night.
This is my
Baby,
genre.
give me one more night. I'm just like, more nights, cause I can't live forever.
You can't sleep forever, what?
I don't know.
Isn't it live without you?
Without
It's live without you.
Something like that.
Listen.
Okay. I'll get it.
All right, one more.
Okay, let's go. All right, guys, give me a break. I can get the last one.
Pick this up.
You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why.
I never wanna hear you say
I want it that way.
Okay, all right, I got the last one. Dang. All right. That was a good way to wrap things up. April.
Who got it?
You won.
All right, so the judge has declared April the winner. I don't agree.
Chicken dinner.
I will file a dispute.
Okay, but
yeah,
that's fine. I won.
But April won.
All right. Well, this was super fun, and we hope that you guys also enjoyed it with us. As we wrap things up, we do have to take one final break, and when we come back, we're winding things down.
Independence branch. What I enjoy is to see if the features that the app offers. I have a sense of not having to worry or be concerned about somebody finding my password and username to sign in the application because of the use of the one-time password. And another feature that I love, that I use the most, is how the app synchronizes with my fingerprint on my device. I enjoy the rapid and easy, seamless process to apply for loans through the Belize Bank, and I don't have to be having too much back and forth to visit or take time to visit the bank. They also start to offer the online applications through the app for loan applications, which I believe is very neat. I would definitely recommend Belize Bank to other teachers because one of all the features and advantages that the app offer, with these online that Belize Bank offered, is basically everything that you can do in the palm of your hand. So I would definitely recommend the bank to other teachers.
thanks so much for sticking with us. It's been a super fun Friday. Also, what the Friday? Again, thank you to everyone who joined us this morning. You guys for engaging with us in the phone calls. We definitely enjoyed getting your feedback on the various topics that were discussed. Today is August 8th. And
if it is your birthday today,
yes, happy birthday. And if you'd like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oye@channel5belize.com.
You can also catch us live on Facebook every weekday morning at Open Your Eyes BC.
And check out all of our behind the scenes highlights on Instagram at OYE Belize.
You can even call us or text us on our OYE phone number. That's 675-2555. But please do us a favor and join us again on Monday when you open your eyes.
And start your morning right.
But by then, be sure to keep your eyes,
your minds,
and your hearts open.
We'll see you soon, Belize. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.
Was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.